I got a surprise for you, Reach. Chris Rock's here.
Chris Rock, now we're talking. Where is he? Man, oh man, read this book. I see Who Wants to Be a Millionaire, and guess what? Not a lot of black folks on the show. Right. Not a lot of black folks on the show. You know why? Because black folks don't like to answer questions. Oh, they want to be millionaires, but you got to ask that kind of questions like, in 1981, how many grams of crack did Rick James smoke when he recorded Super Freak? Readers, do you think the only way to get a brother on the show is to name it Who Wants $50 cash in a pair of Pumas? Chris, you're terrific. Would you consider teaming up with me? What? You kidding? I ain't waking up at 7 a.m. to fake laugh at some cruise ship stories. What the hell? Are you sure? Yeah, and that's my final answer.
Good evening.
You're Australian!
You dig what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Blackface is widely offensive and unacceptable.
White women!
But these big-name comedians managed to avoid large criticism in the past for using it as part of their skits. Why is it appropriate for some to do it and not others?
Traditionally, that blackface, even in comedy, was not accepted. It was very negative.
Well, why don't you get a job and go to work? No!
As far as Saturday Night Live, the depictions of President Obama, I think those may have been more accepted because they weren't necessarily trying to show him in a stereotypical manner. It was for the sake of humor.
On Instagram, television host Nick Cannon resurfaced performances by late-night hosts Jimmy Fallon and Jimmy Kimmel.
Carmelo read on TV about white people getting deducted by aliens.
Some people are asking if wearing blackface is ever acceptable, like dressing as your favorite musician or celebrity for Halloween.
And that is cultural appropriation, which is not accepted. And you're just dressing up for the sake of it. You think it's fun or you think it's funny, but you don't really know the history of that particular culture that you're attempting to replicate.
Back when I was a kid, that was okay as long as you were dressing up as like a character.
If you have to think about it and ask if it's okay, then it's probably not okay for you to dress in any type of blackface.
I advise you all to delete any Facebook folder labeled Halloween and hope for the best. All right.
Saturday Night Live had Fred Armisen, who is of Venezuelan, Korean, and German heritage, portray President Barack Obama while wearing darker makeup for years.
Even though I always thought I was born here, lately I begin to have my doubts.
Robert Downey Jr. received little backlash when he wore dark makeup in the 2008 film Tropic Thunder, a satirical take on white actors portraying non-white characters.
Because they had one good part in for a black man, they gave it to Crocodile Dundee.
Pump your brakes, kid. That man's a national treasure.
The history of blackface is painful and rooted in racism. Nearly 200 years ago, white performers began painting their faces to mock slaves.
Traditionally, blackface instances that have been discussed in the media, black people were portrayed as being lazy or not as intelligent, and so that's why those particular representations were negative.
Many other comedians, including Ted Danson and Sarah Silverman, caught heat when they appeared in blackface.
I look like the beautiful Queen Latifah.
And some of those forgotten cases are being resurfaced through a more critical lens.
No more blackface!
Many of the cases that we're hearing about now, they were actually exposed on social media platforms. So maybe traditionally we would not have heard about these cases, but someone in doing some research, they find a photo in a yearbook, they're able to share that on a website. Traditionally that may have been swept under the rug. So social media platforms are very powerful, and they are playing a role in getting the word out on what's going on in society as far as blackface.
Like and share this video and subscribe to channel for videos on trending topics in US and Canada.